the best way to help yourself is to helping others. That's why I meant compassion and love is the essence of improving self. And if you don't think that way, you don't know what to do with it. And many of us, many great people in the West, educated, great beings, great spiritual person, and do understand, but does not know what to do. They get stuck. What can I do for you? They have to always ask. They have to do all that because that is the problem. What can I do? What should I do? Now what should I do? And most of the people always think, if I think I am something great, many of our Vajrayana projects are self-generations, self-generated in many positive forms, this and that. And we think that is the greatest way to do. But if you trace that, the root of that is the compassion and love and body-mind. So really, bottom line is compassion and wisdom. Wisdom and compassion. Two keys to create Buddha. Ultimate achievement doesn't have to be Buddha. Whatever the human beings can achieve, that is ultimate achievement, whether you call it Buddha or whatever you may call it. The funny thing is this. Whenever for me, this is very personally for me. Whenever I hear the God and I hear Buddha, and to me, there is no difference between God and Buddha. Theoretically, sort of monotheism God is different than what we talk about Buddha. But for interpersonal matters, to me, whenever I hear God, I hear about Buddha. There's not that much difference. Don't go in the philosophical or theological way of God and Buddha and whatever, those divisions. Those divisions are man-made divisions. The ultimate gain is spiritual gain of a human achievement. Divisions are also man-made. So anyway, so for me, that's what it is. And to the best capable of my way to help me is by myself, for me. By me, for me. Like we say, by the people, for the people. It's for me, by me. Sorry. But that's really what it is. Is depending on the second and third person is something. When you can't do yourself, then you have no choice. When you have a choice, you have to take yourself the chance and the challenge and to move by yourself and for you. And that is how we handle our mind. And that's how we improve our mind. That is how we engage ourselves in spiritual practice. No matter whatever the ways is coming, doesn't matter, honestly. As long as It is a respectable tradition, whether it is a Judeo-Christian tradition, Hindu-Buddhist tradition, whatever tradition it is, as long as it is love, compassion oriented, as long as it is service of the people, as long as it is a helping principle, then doesn't matter. If the principle is crooked, not helping people, hurting people. If the principle is crooked in that manner, then it doesn't matter. Because we don't want to waste our life. It is short. And it is rare and great opportunity. Doesn't come very often. Particularly opportunity what you and I enjoy. It's a fantastic opportunity, honestly. Today we have everything, scientific, spiritual, everybody did every research and the reports handed to us. We have everything, whatever we want to do. And that is precious, that is opportunity. And you don't get that very often. Even today, you don't get it. You don't get it. Honestly, people like you, such as yourself, who are a little open-minded, begin to open your mind and begin to look at. And there are huge amount of population who doesn't want to open their mind, who just think whatever they're thinking, one direction only. And they don't have an opportunity. You do. It's a different. That means I don't want to talk like funny, and that means you're superior, opportunity-wise. That means you're wiser. Honestly. And that is difficult to get. Circumstances, situations, doubts, fears, everything will control us, control our mind. I told you mental faculty, the light bulb change, looks the original lampshade changes. That's exactly. Doubt will come up. Everything is not right. Everything is doubtful. But in the name of careful, be careful. It comes out in the careful, be careful. But doubt. And you can doubt till the cows come home. It will never end. And then you know what is gone. By that time, not only our hair becomes white, but what will happen at the end of the white? Falls off? Not only our hair becomes white, it falls off. So that's what it meant. Cows come home. Tell the cows come home. So that is how we be deprived of our opportunity by our own mind, by our own cautiousness. Or completely opposite direction. Don't you ever say that you will go to hell. That is familiar. Don't you ever think that way you go to hell. So that is another way of robbing our opportunity. Don't do that, that's not a pure. That's not right. That's not pure. People do that all the time. So opportunities cut right and left. But the people here, all of you who are listening, who are present here, you do have an open mind. You have yourself giving opportunity, which doesn't come very often. Can't afford to waste so many times. Got to act, got to do something. If not, then it becomes the Hindu thing called Ayaram Gyaram. Ayaram Gyaram. The Ram has come, Ram has gone. So comes and goes, So that's the end of the story. So when that happens, it's too late. Too bad. So the goal, purpose is to handle your own mind by you. If you can't handle it, pray. Somebody may handle it. There's nothing wrong with it. Simple, easy solution. Hope for the best. That's what it is. If you can handle it, you're educated, intelligent human being. Handle it. Don't have to wait for somebody else to do something. Do it yourself. A way and how you do it yourself is helping and serving other beings. The essence becomes service. If you look at back, the paths that have been introduced in the United States here in the early 80s, 90s, and the consequences today, you see the different services. Bottom line, they're door-to service. And even you throw yourself meditating, even then service is done. You have to do the service. Service does not necessarily mean having an organization and having, literally, physically doing this and that, but also mentally. Because mentally is more important. What you're training is your mind, not your training your skill. Spiritual service is not necessarily great organization or not necessarily very efficient organization, because it's just training yourself, your mind, becoming perfect.